Hey guys, welcome to week 14 of science. We are learning about the human body. And last week we took a look at the skeletal system. I told you last week when we switched over to the body that there were systems or different things that are in place to make sure that our body works properly. Um, like in most cases, it's never just one thing that'll do the job. You need a lot of things to make things work. For example, let's think of a school. In a school, obviously you need a building. Well, you also need teachers. You need transportation, vans or buses. Um, you also need paraprofessionals, secretaries, principals, custodians. And then when you think about the school, you need certain rooms. You need a gym, an auditorium, classrooms, cafeteria, library, office. All of those things have to be in place to have a school. So those are systems. They're things that are in place to help you to have the thing that you need. Our body is that way. We have a body. Without our systems, our body doesn't work. We learned last week we have a skeletal system, our bones, those 206 bones that keep us upright. Right? If we don't have bones, then that upright body, us standing up and down, just falls. We are a big blob of nothing. Now, what we did learn is without those bones, our body is still alive. And we're going to learn this week exactly how that is because we're going to be learning about the circulatory system. That's a very big word. But if you think of circulatory, if I break that word down to circulate, I know what that means. And maybe you don't, and that's okay. But circulate means to move, to go around. Right? And you can see I'm going all different ways because, as you will see throughout this week, our body's circulatory system moves in that kind of manner. So, we're going to be learning about the parts of our circulatory system. So, how things move through our body. Well, before we learn about the parts, we have to understand well, what moves through our body? So, again, we're talking about the inside, which we can't see. But if you know anything about the body, really, there's only a few things that move around in our body. A couple weeks ago, we learned about the organs. We learned about the liver, the kidneys, the bladder, and the intestines. Well, if you think back to the intestines and the bladder, we know what those things do. Well, there's things in there that move. So our poop. But our circulatory system has nothing to do with that kind of stuff. Our circulatory system deals with the movement or circulating of blood and oxygen throughout our body. We know that if we don't have oxygen, we'll die because we have to be able to breathe. Our organs need oxygen to be able to regenerate and fix itself and make them better. Blood does the exact same thing. So if we don't have circulation or movement, we die. All right. So our skeletal system, like I said, if we don't have it, we just turn into a big blob. Well, our body can still work because of our circulatory system. So I told you there's parts to it. Our circulatory system has three parts. It has our heart. Okay, it's right over here. And if you feel there, hopefully you'll feel it. If you don't, let somebody know so we can check to make sure you still have a heartbeat because you need that. Also, our circulatory system is the blood vessels. So if you look at your hand, and I'll refer to this a lot this week, if you can see, and you probably can just a little bit outside of the hair on my hand, you can see dark lines on my skin. Well, those are veins. We also have things called arteries. The arteries and the veins, they make up the blood vessels. I told you a little bit ago, things move in our body. That's blood. So the circulatory system deals with our heart and the movement of the blood or the circulating of the blood through our body. So we're going to go ahead and learn more about the circulatory system this week. We'll learn about the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. And then by the end of the week, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of how the circulatory system is very important to our body's survival. Any questions, you need any help, please use chat, and myself or one of the pairs would be more than happy to hook up with you and to help you to better understand the circulatory.